Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Witness. We have made it through 5 lasers, and right now we're going to try to get our 6th laser by going through this quarry area. So let's go across here. We were just up there earlier where the forest was. In fact, I think I want to say there's a path you can take here that we didn't explore earlier. Yeah, it's right here. You can just go up here and look at the boards we were playing around with earlier. So that's pretty cool. But for now, our main concern is this next area over here. Let's see what we've got. We've got ourselves some sort of contraption here. Down here we've got, we got something. I don't know what those stars mean yet, so I think we'll come back to this puzzle later on. Alright, so the question is, how are we going to get up there? Well, this looks like it could be a ramp or something. Oh, does this connect to this? Alright, so do we have to separate all the stars by... Whoops, I forgot to turn Facebook off. It doesn't look like we can actually get this, except for that. But that doesn't work. So this doesn't work the way the squares work. So we're going to have to actually come back here later on once we learn about stars. Thankfully, I happen to know where we can do that. So let's actually leave the quarry behind for now. And we're going to go out here. And we're going to lower this and call up the boat. We haven't used the boat yet, but the boat is something super cool that helps us get around the island. Also kind of reminds me of the sunken ship from Myst, and the way it comes out of the water and stuff. Alright, so actually let me look at this up close. So we've actually got a pretty good view of everything here. We can see where we first started there in the lower left area. And then we've got the symmetry area, the trees. I'm kind of going clockwise around the board. Then we got the, up top we got the sun light temple thing. And then the middle at the top we've got where we are right now, which is the quarry. And then we've got the castle there with the 4 mazy things. And then we've got an area in the upper right, which I think resembles that shipwreck. But then over here, on the right side, where the middle of the screen is right now, we've got a star shape, which is where we want to go right now. We've also got some stuff here in the lower right that we haven't been to yet, but we'll worry about that later. So, let's go ahead and begin here where we are. And we'll go through there. And I'll use the fastest speed so we can get there pretty quickly. These boat rides are going to be a lot more frequent later in the game for reasons that will be made clear then. But for now, let's take a little tour here. Up to our right over there, you can see that catwalk that we were traversing earlier. And now we're heading into the bowels of the shipwreck. Everyone hold on tight. You may experience turbulence on our ride. That's supposed to be one of those radio thingies that tour guides use. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty bad at this. Let me drop the pretense. I wasn't really that into it anyway. Alright, so here we are. Looks like we've got a forest of another sort. One that has some tree houses in it. Kind of reminds me of channel wood from Myst. Speaking of Myst, I'm going to hopefully be going through that pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so now we're slowing down. You can see the speed indicator is dropped. And we have arrived. So let's do this here before we go to the quarry. We'll go back there after we're done. As far as I know, I think this is the only way you can get into the treehouse right off the bat, because there's another path that you can only get to once you're done with it, or at least reach a certain point of it. Wait a minute, I think there's something here. Is there not something here? I thought there was a recording here. Maybe that's in another pier area. Ah, here it is.
God bade me behold the sea, and I saw the ships sinking and the planks floating. Then the planks too were submerged. And God said to me, "Those who voyage are not saved." And he said to me, those who, instead of voyaging, cast themselves into the sea take a risk. And he said to me, those who voyage and take no risk shall perish. And he said to me, in taking the risk, there is a part of salvation.
Can't do that.
And the wave came and lifted those beneath it and overran the shore. And he said to me, the surface of the sea is a gleam that cannot be reached, and the bottom is a darkness impenetrable. And between the two are great fishes, which are to be feared. Nefari, circa 970.
Okay, so it seems like what you're supposed to do here is you're supposed to match...
What?
Wait, what? Why'd you say that? Okay, that was weird. So we can't do that. But this is... No, that's not legal. This is legal. So it looks like we have to create groups of 2 with the stars. I'm going to just go under that assumption for now. Let's work with that. So that's not going to work. So let's do this. There we go. This isn't so bad so far. And there we go. I like the way this is set up with these planks here. Okay, now this is going to be a little more interesting. Now we got 3 groups. So can we do this? I'm assuming no. Yes. So it has to be 2 groups per color, I guess. Okay, I think that should work. There we go. This is fun. I like this concept. Oh, wait. No, we can't do that. Ah. How are we going to handle this, guys? I guess we can just do that. No, because then that's open. Huh. What to do, what to do. I guess that. There we go. Okay, so now we got another one of these door ones. So let's do that, and... Nope. Okay, let's try something else. Something a little different. Like that. There we go. Ooh, and we got a choice. See, this really is like channel wood. Okay, so now we've got the stars combined with these dot things. Ah, getting a little tricky on us here, huh? Alright, I'm going to assume that we need to start out like that, and then go here. Oh, there's one down there! Oh, I totally missed that. Okay, so this is a little tricky. So maybe we need to do that and then go there. There we go. Gotcha. I see what you're laying down. Okay, and this one's a little different, so let's go. Yeah, because we can't do that same move as before, can we? The game does a really good job of doing these things where you find a solution, but then you're forced to do a different solution. But they predict, like, how you'll find that first solution. Like, you know what I mean? It's interesting. Like, all they do is move one of the symbols around, and you're forced to find a different solution, although you could probably do whatever I'm going to have to do here with the first one. So, yeah, because I can't do that. That's not going to work. So I'm left to believe that we have to do that. So let me see. Can I have done that over here? Oh, no, I couldn't have. Never mind. But, you know, there are some that do that, though. Okay. Let's be careful with this one. There we go. And then this guy... What do we have for this guy? Basically the same thing. So that one, it actually worked. That's nice. There we go. Cool, we made it across to the other side. What do we got up here? Another staircase. And even more. Now we've got squares to consider. This is fun. I like this. There we go. Okay. Can we do the same thing here? I don't think we can. Ah, that's gonna be rough. Man, how do you separate these? This is pretty tricky. Why don't we do that and then that? There we go. Oh, switching it up on us, huh? I'm assuming the color of the stars isn't important, right? Or the color of the squares, as long as the mechanics are still the same. Let's try that. And then that. There we go. It's interesting how they switch these up like they do. No, we're going to have to do something over here. So let's do that. And then that. There we go. That was easy. Okay, we're getting to some more complicated ones here. Okay, this is, yeah. This is definitely getting more interesting. Let's do that. And that. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we can't do that now, because now we have a break there. Alright, they thought of everything, didn't they? Alright, so this looks like it's the last one, right? Because I think we'll be able to... Oh, we can hop across. But you know what? We're going to finish the puzzle anyway. So what happens if we do... Oh, the orange and green can't be in the same area. It's amazing to me just how many of these puzzles come from like such a simple concept. But then they turn into such a monstrously difficult thing sometimes. And we haven't even gotten to the really hard stuff yet. I mean, this is still relatively simple. So I'm thinking we have to do something like that. That's still not gonna work. Okay. I feel like we're really close, though. Like, I can't imagine this being that difficult, but... It's a witness puzzle, so... That's not gonna work, because of that one square! That one square is a problem. I don't like that. Wait a minute. Is it just as simple as... No. No, because if I go up there, then I can't make a round. See, the problem is I want to go down here, but it looks like I have to cross here if I'm ever going to do that. But this point right there, where my mouse is the problem. So how do we overcome that? That is where things get a little tricky. Maybe we have to think outside the box on this one, guys. Maybe we have to do something like this. Well, no, we can't, because this and this can't exist in the same area if this, unless, wait a minute, unless this goes here. But then we've got the issue of that, so I don't think that's going to work. Unless we do that. But now, how are we going to close off the... Because we can't close that off, so that's a problem. Ugh. Maybe that's a little bit too ambitious. Let's try not to think about that. This is very interesting to me. Yeah, and we can't close it off that way, because that doesn't really close, so... And we have a problem with the stars there, yeah. So we have to separate those into twos. So maybe we do have to think about this unconventionally. Like maybe these two pair up, these two pair up, and these two pair up. Let's try that. We still have a problem though with the with the way this and this work, but I think that's easily mitigatable. Is mitigatable a word? I think it should be a word if it's not. So let's do that, and then... Yes? Yeah! Nice! That was very clever. Well done, whoever designed that puzzle. Okay, so now we've got some other separation puzzles here. There we go. Okay, now this one right here. This tripped me up for a long time because I didn't understand how this worked. What you're supposed to figure out is that you're supposed to include a square like that as the matching counterpart for this. How you're supposed to figure that out, I have no idea. But you can't simply do this because that's too many things. So you need to just have one thing. I know, it's really weird, but... Wait a minute. No, that's not going to work. So we have to have a line that goes through that, right? There we go. Yeah, see, like this one would have made more sense to do because this is smaller. Like that one would have made more sense to do first. So yeah, I'm not sure what the deal with that was, but that tripped me up for so long. Like even these two I think are more straightforward. Okay, and then we can put these guys here. Oh, wait a minute. Little bit of a problem. There you go. Okay. This is going to require a little bit of a workaround here. There you go. Then this one. Oof. Can we do that? I'm really curious if we can. It's interesting there's 4 exits on this one. Does this exit in 4 different spots? I don't think it... Wait a minute. You know what? I think it might. Because there's different areas to go to. Like there's one over there. I don't know if there's one to the right, but there's definitely an area to the left. Alright, we'll just solve the puzzle as if we were trying to go forward. Let's do that. Let's just do something like this, where we do that. There we go. Oh, that's a little tricky. There you... Nope. Okay, we can't do that. We gotta include both of these. That's a little devious. Man, how are we gonna pull that off? That is the question of the hour. Oh wait, no, we don't have to worry about the green squares. That's right, I forgot about that. Alright, so this one should just be a matter of going up. This one, ooh, what do we have here? This, I think, is correct. Yes, okay, good. I'm assuming this will not work with... Yeah, that's not going to work. So we're going to have to go here and here, so that means we're going to have to approach it from up top. Like that. No? Why doesn't that work? Oh, wait. Is that not being included in the... There we go. There we go. My bad. Okay, so this one, I'm going to go here, here, and there. So that's going to be interesting. There we go. And this guy... Oh, wait, there's 2 groups of the 2 white stars. Okay. That's going to be fascinating. Will that work? Why doesn't that work? Because the two white stars are right there. And this is... Or can they not exist with another thing? Wait a minute. Let me look at these past ones. I guess they can't exist with another thing. Maybe that's the mistake we've been making at times. Okay, so in that case, we're going to have to do something a little different here. Let's try this. Let's go around like that, such that those two are together. Then separate that out, and then there. There we go. Alright, so what do we have now? Laser. Okay, we need to figure out a way to activate the laser. And hey, we got another one of those triangular doohickeys. There we go. Alright, do we go in here? How do we get in that? Okay, there's obviously more to this than what we're seeing. So let's go backtrack. I'm not going to worry about going across that burnout tree thing, because that will be more important later in the game. But we'll leave that be for the time being. Alright, let's go back down the way we came, and this time we'll go this fork. This is a pretty large area, so there's a lot of puzzles to do here. Okay, so this here... Looks like this is a timed mechanism, because that bar is going back. And by the way, I don't believe there is a way for you to run all the way back there in the amount of time that thing is open. So we're going to have to figure out another way. Like, even if you stand back here and do it. Alright, so let's continue onward and see what else we can find. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I remember how to do it. I'm going to have to think about that. How did I do that? Oh well, I'm sure we'll get the answer here pretty quickly. Alright, so what's up on this side? So we got a couple of things. We've got this path, and then we got this path. Let's go this path first. Alright, so this looks like one of those swamp puzzles. And somehow we're going to have to figure out how to get these. How are we going to get these? Uh-oh. This could be a problematic one. I think we have to put a formation of 2 and then one formation of 3 over there. So let's do that. And that should be right. There we go. Okay, so this one, it looks like we have to connect this with this so that these two things can exist. Or we connect this outside the boundaries of this formation. So how would we do this either way? That's the question. We can't cross here, so I'm inclined to think that this one goes here, and then it forms like an H shape, basically. But if that's the case... Yes, there we go. That's how you do that. Okay, this one's a little trickier because we can rotate it. Let's say we put the 4 across one down here. If we do that, we still have to capture this within whatever this thing it covers after that, right? So we could put this here like that. Problem, though, is that this right here is going to somehow have to touch or be in the same space as this, right? And I say that primarily because there's going to have to be a 4 across somewhere. So it's either that's on top, which is entirely possible, I guess, and then maybe this is here. So let's try that. Wait a minute. Let's do this. Oh, wait. No, we can't do that because this has to touch. Oh. But maybe we're on the right track. Maybe we can rotate it such that it fits like this and then put the 4 across there. How about that? Let's try that out. So let's do this and then this. There we go. Awesome. Is this another rotating one? This one's got a few spaces that we can go toward. I'm going to try to go straight, though. So this... How do you do this? I'm assuming... Like... That? Whoop. Come on, get in there. Oh, wait. I'm going that way. Except that doesn't separate these outside ones. Yeah, nor does that capture that, so that's a problem right there. So maybe if we do that, that's like half the equation, right? So how do we make sure this gets covered? I always have trouble like mapping these things out when it's like this. Ah, this is racking my brain, guys. So it's only 4 by 3. So it has to be, and this has to be included in that formation. So this has to be the middle square, right? The one that my cursor is directly on there. So if I'm going to do that, let's figure out a better way to do this. I can only start from here. Like that, there's no choice when it comes to that. So let's say I wanted to do... Can I do it the other way? Like, can I do that and then... Wait, no, I can't, because now those are all in the same area. Unless I can divide them... No, because you can't divide them equally. It has to be groups of 2. So no matter what, I cannot end with this thing pointing down. That's what I'm learning here from this thing. I'm sure this is really simple, and I'm just making it super hard. Yeah. I wish that wasn't there, the way this is shaped. This is a little tight. But if I could just close that off somehow, that would be awesome. So maybe what I have to do is I have to approach it from here first. Like do this. Then, no, that still doesn't work. Okay, guys, I am really confused. How in the world are you supposed to do this? So, I can avoid that simply by going... Wait a minute. If I go like this, yes, I can snake around. That's how you do it. There we go. Why was that so hard? I don't know why. Alright. Oh, and this is, this matches one of the colors, so we can use that to our advantage. I get it. Alright, so how are we going to pull this off? So, I'm assuming if we're going to match this, then we probably want to do so... We can't rotate any of these either. Now that's interesting. We can't rotate any of them. But, let's see, let's put that one there. Then we put this here, and then we put these here. Right? Yeah, we can do that, then 3, and then these 3. So let's try that out. Let's try this, and... Oh. But then we block our path. Maybe we should come back around. No. Ah, this is another problematic one. I know what the shape of this can be. It's just a matter of how to make the shape without trapping myself. Oof. That's annoying. Okay, let's get our heads in the game here. I don't think this will involve using any of the 2 on the right, just because... Well, unless... Hang on. Maybe it does. Maybe it does, because maybe what you have to do is the 3 up goes here, the 3 right goes, horizontal goes there, and then this could just be here like that. Let's try that. I've already forgotten how to do this. So I'm thinking like a formation like that, except without the getting trapped part. So maybe, let's start it from over here. And then we'll go here. That way those two at the bottom can be there. There we go. Okay. Oh, and we got some subtraction things here. Ah. Ah, okay, I see what you're doing. So how are we going to subtract? Oof. So somehow, we're going to have to rotate this such that we get 8 squares and we take out 5 squares of the 8. Now the question is this a perfect 4x2 rectangle or not? So the only solution I can see that where these are encapsulated inside the 8 squares involves a 4x2 square oriented vertically, right? But there isn't a... If that were the case, then I can't place this in such a way that... Well, unless I get rid of... Oh, wait a minute. No, there is no overlap. So what if there is overlap? That's another question. Could there be overlap? There could be if we were to like lay these on top of each other such that this corner and this corner were... Yeah, but that wouldn't fit this pattern. Ugh, boy, this is tough. How do you do this? I don't know. Even more... Wait a minute. I'm thinking about this the wrong way. How do you do this such that this is included in the 4x2? That's where things get really tricky. Because somehow, doesn't this have to be among the squares that are deleted? Or at the very least, it has to be included in the formation. So maybe what you have to do is you have to do something like this. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Man, we got so many of these. Okay, so what about this one? We got 2 pink ones, purple, lavender, fuchsia ones, 2 green ones, and then we got these. Now, if I just did this... Okay, it's just those, so I don't have to worry about these touching each other. I had to remember. Alright, so in that case, let's figure this one out. So let's say this stays here. This could be rotated to go there, and then this guy over here could be like that. Well, if that were the case, then these two would somehow have to be excluded, and it would make a big loop, which is impossible. So somehow, we have to think of this a little differently. Also, I can't cut this off if we're going to be here at the bottom, because these have to connect with their counterparts. So somehow, this has to remain within the confines of this area, I'm assuming. Right? At least I think it does. I could be wrong, but I think it does. So let's say this goes here, this goes here. That leaves this... Where could this go in that scenario? That could go here. So that would be, let's see, 8, 10. Yeah, that would be 10. So let's do that. There we go. We made it! And we got ourselves a triangle puzzle for all that. Well, that's better than nothing. Cool. That was fun. Alright, so now let's work on these. This looks pretty easy. Wait. There we go. I guess this teaches you that you can still have the light colors in the same thing or whatever. Alright, so I think we've reached the point where this can actually connect over there, if I'm not mistaken. Let's work on this. By starting this way. There we go. Alright, I want to go toward this side. Alright, how am I going to do that? That's interesting. I guess like this? No? Hang on. Wait, no. I can wrap around like that. There we are. And this one is a little trickier. Let's try this, maybe? There we go. No puzzle gets unsolved when JB is in charge. Well, that's easy. Then this guy over here. This feels like a problem. I don't know about that. That looks problematic. This, yeah. This is a conundrum, alright. How are we going to separate all this? So, let's see here. It has to end up there, so that's probably not the best starting move. Maybe if we separate those. I feel like we need to get at least some of these locked away in a corner or something. Like that. There we go. That's how you do that. Alright. So this looks simple. I'm guessing it's not going to be so simple. I think we got to just make sure that none of these really get separated from their counterparts. Which is easier said than done. Usually you want to separate things. This is kind of like the reverse of what you normally do in these things. There you go. There we go. Let's go there. And now we've got a choice to go over here again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve the remainder of the puzzles first, and then we're going to go backtrack so we can go to that platform later. But for now, let's go ahead and just do... Wait a minute. There. This one. Yeah, this one. This is an interesting one. How in the world do you do this? Like that? No, because we still have a problem with... Let's do that. No, that still doesn't work. So we have to draw a line that separates two groups of these into three groups, and then, or like all six of these into three groups, and then a line somewhere through here. Easier said than done, I suppose. This video has been going on for a while now, but hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. If you are, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate the support a lot. This... Why is this one tripping me up? I feel like this one shouldn't be that hard. Okay, I feel like this is workable if we can just come up with another route through this. Like, that idea is good. It's just we need to figure out a route that works. A route like maybe... No, because that's a problem. Good night. This is really crazy. I don't like this one. Why is this one a thing? I want to know why this one's a thing. Like, that works, but now I'm blocking myself the path to the exit. So it's really this that's the problem. And now that's a problem. So... Nope, that's still problematic. We're going to be here all day on this one. This is... I feel like the Tetris piece ones were a little easier than this. Okay, we got to think with a different paradigm here. I think that's what this is ultimately going to have to come down to. So here's the thing. No matter what, this has to connect with either this or this. Because they're right next to each other, right? I mean, there's no way I can just connect this with this without touching one of these. So somehow I'm going to draw a line through this. We don't know exactly how the line's going to have to be drawn, but somehow it's going to have to be drawn. So there's that. Then over here, we've got the situation, the curious case of... Wait a minute. Wait, we didn't think about doing it this way. No. That's still not going to work. I like where we're going, though. It seems like unorthodox thinking is the key to success here. So maybe we do that. And no, that's still not workable. I wish you could cross over your path a few times. That would be nice. Ah! Just those. Come on. Come on. That's... See, now I'm blocking my path again. So annoying. The fact that you start here is what's really tripping me up. I think that's what's really getting me here. I'm assuming that's not workable. Nope. I need to actually make sure I encompass all that stuff, so that's not going to work either. What in the world am I missing here? Ugh. Guys, I don't want to look up and answer this. We're in too deep. You know, we're in too deep now. There's no way around that. Nope, that's not workable. And that's not workable. I'm sure the answer is just staring me in the face. It's a problem with these puzzles. Like, that's cool if it weren't for these four being together. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There we go. How in the world did that take that long? I have no idea. And like this, I mean, look at how easy that is. That's not that hard. Okay. So, I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to extend that one to the right. So let's go back and do that, and then we'll come back around. Let's do that, and then we'll come back around. Now that we have a little more context for what we're doing, we can pull this off. I do like how this is set up such that you can't make it in time. That's pretty neat. Where's one of the multi-path? Yeah, here we go. This one. Okay, so how can we start this such that we end up there? I've already forgotten how to do this one. Oh, boy. But I don't think it'll be that bad, though. No, we have to make sure these are cut off from those. But that should do, right? No? Why is that a problem? Oh, because that's not... Oh, I see. I need to not exit at the top. That's the issue here. Okay, let's figure out an alternate way. Okay, so that should work, right? Unless the... Oh, wait, that's there, and then that's in the same space as those. Ah. Problematic. Why? Can I just get one of these? I can't do that exactly, because I need to make sure this gets into the same vicinity as those. But now, I've pretty much ruined my ability to... Wait a minute. Let's do that. We're going to get this, somehow. I don't care how, we're going to get this. Somehow this needs to be touching that, so let's do that. Unless we can do it like this, and then go the other way. Is that possible? Yes, it is possible. So now the question is, how do I isolate these in such a way that will allow me to go exit on the right? Because that's where things get a little tricky here. Unless, wait a minute. Is that really all I need to do? No, because now I've cut those off. This is so ridiculous. I need to stop recording after this episode. That's the conclusion I have come to. I need to stop recording after this episode. I've been going on for way too long. Yeah, so that's not going to work because this just needs one. If I just do this... I still need to isolate. The middle part is what's really throwing me off here, guys. I don't understand how that's supposed to go. See, the thing is, I need to do that, but then I also need to protect this square from these. That's where things get a little sticky for me. And it's easy to do that when you can just zigzag like this to the top. But I can't transpose this. I can't transpose this otherwise, I don't think, because either way, it's either I'm going to... Wait a minute. Am I just being an idiot here? I'm being an idiot here, aren't I? Can I just cut that off and then... No, because those are now cut off. Ugh. How am I supposed to do this? Because either way, it's going to have to somehow get through this, and I can't include more than one purple square whenever a star is touching them, or else that's going to just go south, so that's not going to work. Wait, hang on. What if I did something like this? Can I have two squares that function... Oh wait, no, because now these aren't cut off from... What am I missing, guys? Come on. What is this? What even is this? I don't understand. If I could just cut off all these squares, that would be amazing. Without cutting these off from each other. If I could do that, that'd be super cool. Wait a minute, can I? Was it really that simple? Oh my goodness. I really have been going on for way too long. Okay. Okay. Let's go over here now. Hopefully this won't be quite as much of a nightmare here. Excuse me. Trying to backtrack. There we go. Okay, at the very least they're still connected, so it's just a matter of pulling the switch and then going in for the laser. There we go. Thankfully there's a switch there. That's nice. Alright, let's use Mr. Laser, and we are done. There it goes. You know what? Because we worked so hard to get to this point, I'm just going to sit here and watch this. Ah. But there's still a little bit of work to do, because I want to build the path back toward where we came from. So let's work on that real quick before we end the video off. Now, we haven't talked about this yet, but we have yet to figure out like what this island's all about, like what this is for, who built it. Well, I will go ahead and sort of spoil you guys by saying that there's not really a satisfactory answer to that. It's mainly just a puzzle game. But we'll get into that more as we go on. Alright. Was this one particularly crazy? Let's see, I don't remember this being... There we go. So now it's going to have to fold out again. But this should get us over there. Doesn't look like there's anything on that side. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to the other side with this one. Now, how do we do this? It was like that, right? There we go. And now we can go over here. Hey, wait a minute. What's that for? It's like a broken path. There we go. And now we've lowered the bridge back. Yay! So this is the path that I didn't go down earlier that would have been a dead end. But now we can see that this leads back to the castle, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here because, my goodness, we've been going on for a long time. But next time, we're going to go back to the quarry and figure out what in the world is up with everything there. But until then, thanks so much for watching, and as always, I will catch you on the flip side. So take care, and I will see you next time.